So Kyle Shanahan right now or this weekend is in Cabo with his crew. And his crew is George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, and Christian McCaffrey. It's like the Brady bunch. It's the Kyle bunch. And they're down there in Cabo having a great time. Isn't that great, Dad? Isn't it wonderful? What do you think?
Well, okay. I think it's nice every once in a while to socialize. When I was a teacher, at the end of every semester, I always had a party at my house. You know that. And it was what we learned at Stanford. You work hard during the quarter of the semester, and then you celebrate for one evening. But I never went to Cabo with my students because there's a line. Yeah. I was the professor, and they were students. And you're not pals with them. So I don't, on the face of it, approve of what Kyle's doing. But I'm going to go a little further. It feels to me immature, Iggy, that he wants to be one of the guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he wishes he were an athlete, and he looks for the validation of the top athletes on the team, and the fact that he's included with them is like probably makes his day. That he's one of them.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think, do they play video games together?
They're younger than him, and these are the people he aspires to be friends with, like people his players.
Maybe they play video games together.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know.
They watch Disney movies. I don't know what they do.
I
But
don't know.
also, where's Fred Warner on that list?
Yeah. Where's Nick Bosa?
Where's Nick Bosa on that list?
Where's Jimmy Ward? Where's Travarius Ward? Where's
Yeah.
Travarius Ward? Where's Dre Greenlaw? Where's Eric Armstead? Where's anyone on defense? So he had a trip and he invited the 5 highest paid players on offense, the rich guy, the good players on offense, no one on defense, no one on their first contract, no Ayuk. Where's Ayuk?
Hey,
can't afford it.
How about no coaches?
No coaches? Yeah, that's right. Where's Brian Greasy?
And I want to say something else. Take CMC out of the list because he wasn't there. But as far as I'm concerned, the other ones who were down there with him didn't approve of Trey Lance as being the quarterback. Trent Williams wouldn't even offer him his hand.
Yeah,
when he was down.
Kyle Juszczyk was talking about a return to 49er football when Jimmy got back.
Yeah, so these are the guys, Iggy,
Yeah.
who are a problem in the locker room, who seem to have an undue influence over Kyle on who's the quarterback, how to treat the quarterback, and he's reinforcing that crummy behavior?
Absolutely. He's enabling these people to sort of run the team and to veto his decisions. And then, let's say next year, for example, he makes a decision. The right decision for the team is got to cut Kyle Juszczyk. You know, Kyle Juszczyk next year in 2024, he'll be 33 years old, and he will be due to cost the 49ers almost $8 million against the cap. And if they cut him, they save $5 million. Maybe the right move to be at that point will be, you know what, we just can't spend $8 million on a fullback anymore. Thank you, Kyle Juszczyk. You're getting a little bit old. But if he's in the Cabo crew, are you going to cut him? He comes to Cabo with you. You're friends with his wife.
Yeah, the wife.
You can't do that. You're friends with his freaking wife. No, you can't do that. Nope.
To the best of my knowledge, George Seifert and Bill Walsh never were friendly with the players, except after they retired, and then it was a whole other thing. But Bill, I looked at him for a lot of years, and George, they were distant. They were not. They weren't. In fact, here's the other thing. Those players don't deserve to go to Cabo because they didn't win the Super Bowl. They should not be rewarded for losing the goddamn Super Bowl. You want to go to Cabo? Go on your own.
Yeah, go on your own. You want to go to Cabo with me? Win the Super Bowl. Win the Super Bowl. Then we'll do it.
You want to go to Cabo with me? Win the Super Bowl, and then I'll take the whole goddamn team.
Right.
That's it. That's the message. Don't you think, Iggy? Go to Cabo?
Yeah.
Maybe they should have gone to Petaluma. They could have gone wine tasting in Petaluma.
They could have gone to Santa Cruz. They could have gone to Capitola. Capitola is cute. It's charming.
But they could have gone on the roller coaster at Santa Cruz.
That's true. The giant Dipper. The Dipper.
The Dipper.
Yeah, they could have.
No,
That's
you don't
true.
go. They didn't earn to go with the coach. They lost.
Freaking lost.
They freaking lost. You don't get to go to Cabo. You can go on the Giant Dipper.
Did you know that when they went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I probably told you this, they had scheduled to have a party afterward with Lil Wayne, who's a very famous rapper. And I guess he's like friends with Kyle Shanahan. So they lost the Super Bowl. They partied with him they were like, let's do it. You know what? Let's go party with Lil Wayne. And now all their families were there, and it's like, I'm sorry. What is the purpose of this? What are you guys celebrating right now? Is it a consolation party? Wow.
Ooh, I don't like it.
I don't get that.
You think Vince Lombardi, if the Packers lost the Super Bowl, would have said, let's go party with Lil Wayne? I don't think so.
I know. So Kyle makes all these faux pas as a coach, and people still say he's great. It's like, what are you talking about? I mean, he has helped put together a good team without a quarterback, and he makes all these mistakes with his culture. Why hasn't Trey Lance gotten a chance? Because of this stuff. Maybe if Trey Lance were invited to Cabo, he'd be given a chance to play. I don't know. No quarterbacks there, though.
No
quarterbacks there.
So I wonder, what's a day like in Cabo with those guys? Let's try to figure it out. You figure they sleep in, right? Maybe they get up around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they go out on the deck. There's a deck somewhere, right? And they
Yeah.
have coffee and eggs.
Yeah.
Bagels. Right? Okay, what do they do? Now it's 11 o'clock. What do they do? The guys go play golf. The guys go play golf.
You would think golf, little golf. Right, there's got to be golf. Golf.
And what do the women do? I don't know what they do. Maybe they play golf too.
Maybe it's all golf. It could be golf. It could be some shopping involved. You know, maybe they have brunch together. Maybe they could do a brunch at the resort, then do golf, then come back, hang out on the beach, throw a football around. Hey, they're football players.
And then you take a nap, right?
Oh, nap. Got to have a nap. Because the sun drains you. It's draining.
Okay.
You know?
So now you have a nap.
Yeah.
And then they meet for cocktails, right?
Margaritas, baby.
Margaritas,
Yes.
and they're all around there having margaritas. Do they talk about football? No, probably not. Or do
They probably talk about literature, the short stories they read the night before, you know. The big questions in life. Why are we here? Where are we going? What is this about? Yeah, those things.
What do I do to be a good person?
What do I do to be a good person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the questions.
Yeah.
No, they just celebrate the Super Bowl. They didn't win.
We got robbed. We
were the best team in the league. Here's to us. The best team in the league, unofficially. Hands down.
And then they have dinner, right? Probably a lot of seafood. They probably have a lot of seafood because they're right by the ocean. They have seafood.
Right. Yeah.
Great fish and probably prawns. A lot of prawns and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of probably steak with the lobster on top. You know.
The surf and turf.
Surf and turf. Players love surf and turf.
Surf and turf. So here's my question. With that meal, do they have wine or beer?
That's interesting. I don't think who would be sophisticated enough to drink wine on the 49ers? Not Kittle. Maybe Trent Williams. I can see Trent Williams drinking some wine because he's 35. But you know, LeBron James is a big wine drinker. But I don't see any LeBron James wine drinkers on the. I'm thinking Kyle's a beer drinker, Kittle's a beer drinker, Juszczyk.
Oh, because he went to Harvard.
Maybe just because he wants to be sophisticated.
CMC,
I don't know.
I'll tell you right now, CMC does not drink wine.
I don't think so. What about Debo?
I don't think so. I'm telling you, that's a beer group.
Beer group.
That's a beer group. Beer group.
Beer group. I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Beer, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some belching.
Belching. I like beer. I like cerveza. I like Mexican beer. It's nice.
I like. Well, they're going to be in
with
Mexico.
with a little lime. A little lime, and it's nice.
Yeah. You get that. And then they probably go to bed around 11 o'clock, and then they stay up reading in bed. Yeah. And then they get started again at 9 in the morning.
At what point does Kyle Shanahan start making all the players watch him throw the football at targets? Hey, I bet I can hit that thing. Hey, I bet I can hit that thing. And the players have to be like, oh, yeah, go ahead. How much of it is the players pretending to be Kyle Shanahan's friend? Hey, if you want to get paid, you want to get the ball, you got to go to Cabo and be his friend. How much is that? Or do they genuinely love each other?
I would say probably the first, because after all, he is the boss.
He's the boss. So he's the boss where you have to like go and like laugh at his stupid jokes. That was so funny. Kyle is so funny. Did you hear what he said? Say it again, Kyle. Say it again, Kyle. He's great.
I think there's some of that, yes.
And so the fact that Kyle Juszczyk's been on the team for 6 years and never gets the ball makes me feel like he is great at that stuff.
At the schmoozer.
And he's a good player, but they don't use him. So why is he here making all this money? Because he must love Kyle Shanahan's jokes.